Welcome everybody to the Brew podcast. This is episode number 47, and we are coming at you live. Not live.
Not live, but live type shit.
Yeah.
It's raining. Okay, so just the weather. Okay, so today and tomorrow are like the last days in the 50s. That's it. After that, I looked
see
at
70s next
week,
right?
70s, and then the week after that 80s. So we're good.
No
that's
way.
it. Yep, that's it. It's
Nah,
over.
you
So
know,
we just gotta stick it out today and tomorrow, and that's it. We're done.
No, not really, because once it rains here, it just gets cold.
It's not. I'm telling you,
not.
It's not. It's
I
over.
need it to be cold.
It's over.
I need it to be
Too
cold.
bad, so sad. That's it.
Too
Today and
bad,
tomorrow.
so sad.
Today and tomorrow is your
Will
last
they
2
teach
days.
you that in ESO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should know. You was there in the back of the class.
I heard you took
I heard you
ESO.
failed.
I heard you took ESO.
I heard you take fucking remedial after that.
I heard you take.
How do you take remedial after ESL?
I heard you took.
Huh?
I heard.
Huh?
I heard.
Whack.
I heard you took ESL in DR.
I heard you fucking
Yeah,
took
nothing
ESL
worse
in the
than
hood.
that. It taught you English
Nigga,
in
you
DR.
took that shit in Afghanistan. And then we were going through war. That's when you took ESL.
Yeah, I went to school. What did you do?
I don't know. That was weak.
You drank.
All right. What
you
are we
drank
starting with? Shut
alcohol
up.
at
Okay.
10. Haram.
I didn't drink alcohol at 10.
Over there in the ESL class, you did.
Okay.
You was drinking in the ESL classes in DR. I heard.
Bro,
they
at
didn't
least I
even-
can speak a second
I heard
language.
they didn't even got juice in DR. It's just vending machines of liquor.
What? No, they
Alright,
obviously got juice.
Whatever. Yo, you heard about this man that got arrested recently in Detroit, where he had a vending machine on the side of his house for years, and he was selling weed out of it.
Really?
Yeah, the vending machine wasn't even like one of those shits you see in school. It was like, go to McDonald's when you place your order with a touch screen. Like, you could pull it up. Like, he literally like had this on the side of his house and was selling weed out of it for years. And then it just got like too hot boy. Like, people started putting it on TikTok and Snapchat, and that's when the feds and everybody came in.
Damn, they blew up his spot.
What really blew him up was the Department of Tobacco and Arms. He was also selling guns at the house to minors.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where you fucked up. He said that he was probably ranking in around 2,000 a day on.
Yeah, it says Detroit man sold 2,000 a day in marijuana from vending machine at homes.
Okay, probably like 500 a day, but still valid.
Hold on. The man owned and operated the marijuana vending machine attached to the residence for 4 years, making approximately 2,000 per day. An agent said. They got tips, and then agents seized 18 firearms in the house, dozens of rounds of ammunition, and several pounds of suspected marijuana. The man was released on bond by a federal. So he's out basically still. They took him in, but he's out on bond.
He didn't actually. They didn't. I don't think they caught him. Like on the trafficking to minors crime. Yeah, that's the guy.
That's type of funny though.
Bro, this guy had click this picture right here. Yeah, that's his vending machine. It had freaking Goku on it and shit. Like,
yo.
Stop it. But yeah. See that? That's what it was like. You put the coins in there.
Yeah, and then you
get
pick
through there, and it's
That's
touchscreen.
Fire.
Yeah.
Actually fuck with
This guy was too smart to be selling guns out the crib. That's really what got him down.
He would have never gotten caught because people were probably just like cool with him. He probably holds down the community.
He would have got definitely caught because people was also blowing it up, but they wouldn't be. I don't know. It's just the thing with the gun charge is kind of like I feel like with the vending machine thing, right? He could have had a better future.
Yeah,
but with the arms.
Not with the arms. That fucked
other
up,
people don't want to mess with you, like it's like that's crazy. And options and shit, whatever you want to get. That's kind of
cool though.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have this be in the delis than the delis trying to sell weed.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it's a cool idea though. Mm-hmm. Watch them now take that idea and like the government do that for the NYCHA. The weed grow in the NYCHA houses, and they're gonna have vending machines in the lobbies and stuff for weed, but only the government can do it.
Well, you said it here first, yeah.
Watch, it's gonna happen.
So for projects, you're saying,
for
right?
Projects, they're gonna do that. They're gonna have vending machines, or like right outside the projects.
Yeah.
But if you try to do it, it's clip.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. All right, so what we got else is this guy. Let's pull up this video of Dark Side of Queens. So basically, this guy is reacting to the dark side of Queens, and I wanted to know what that was all about because I don't know if there's really this.
Oh,
dark
I
side.
saw, bro.
You saw this?
I was in the middle of my workday and like I was on my lunch break, so I was like, let me see what's on. And this popped up and I clicked on it. Literally, I got to that little mark and then I was like,
Me too.
I can't.
Me too. It
I
was
can't.
too boring, right?
It was so dry, but
Dog,
we'll put
this
it
wasn't like
just for shits and giggles. We'll put it.
What's his name again? Tom.
Tom D NYC.
All right, Tom D NYC. I'm kind of skeptical on saying that. I don't think you're from.
He
New
doesn't
York.
look like he's from New York.
I don't think you're from New York. And when you jack this NYC on it, I hope you can see if you could clip this and then you could tag him.
Yeah.
So Tom, I want to know. Let me know if you see this. Leave it in the comments that like, are you actually from New York City?
Are you from the neighbor? Are you from the hood?
What neighborhood are you from? What
you
block
from?
did you grow up
What you
on?
repping?
So I can know, cause if you say Long Island, that don't count, my brother. Okay, so just saying.
My brother in Christ.
Like the farthest you could go is Staten Island, and then you're just from
My brother
Jersey.
in Christ. That doesn't count.
In New York, if you're
Because
from Staten
Moses
Island,
said,
if you're from Staten Island in New York, you're from Jersey. That's Jersey.
who knows? Maybe he grew up in Brooklyn. A lot of these people that end up having that kind of vibe weirdly are from Brooklyn.
That's
so
true.
You
So-
never know. Let's see, but we'll
I
find
just
out.
don't pick it up off of you.
I don't pick it up either. Yeah, the
way he
mannerisms
talks,
either. Yeah, the mannerisms,
the way
like
he
the body
talks,
language.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
He looks like he took some guy's jacket from Brooklyn. The jacket looks like it's from
I don't
Brooklyn,
know,
but
man.
is that because to blend in? No, man. New York got a lot of shapeshifters from other states in
that
there. Yeah, they
They've gotten smarter.
shapeshift into doing this.
Nicaraguan American. Was he born in Nicaragua and then he came here?
He's from Nicaragua?
Maybe that's
Bro,
why.
I thought he was white.
No.
No way. Really?
Nicaragua, they be looking like that. They be looking,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, now
Now
see
you
it.
see it with
I
the
see
beard.
When he's just regular at the. You know what? He can dress up nicely to look white. That's to me. To me, I just didn't get
Smart
Nicaragua.
guy, actually. I see what he be doing. Yeah, he be
I-
shapeshifting. Look at him.
I mean, you don't seem like you're from New York with these pictures, buddy.
Not at all.
Seems like you really like Manhattan a lot. I mean, you do construction. Go up, go up, go up. Go down. Yeah, right there. You do construction.
Construction
Bro?
sites love me because I'm a huge tool. Construction boy. Employee of the month.
He might do some construction
Yeah,
jobs.
he might do some construction. Okay.
All right, whatever. I mean,
All
he's doing his
right,
thing.
all
I
right,
fuck with it.
all right,
Fuck.
all right.
Yeah, just that I couldn't watch it just because it was so boring, and it had nothing actually to do with Queens. I feel like it had to do with more the property that was in Queens, right? Like,
Anyways, before
no,
we
you
start
got it's so bad. Like in the beginning, I had to really skip it. I was at this part. Yeah, I was like, "Is this my hood, bro?" It looked like my hood, right?
It does look like your hood.
Might be my hood.
Bueno, it's clip for you because YouTube doesn't even want to load this right now.
You know what, man? All right, whatever. Let's just move on to the next one.
Oh,
Now, real quick, keep in mind this is a woman who came back to New York City.
that's
Her family
like
had actually moved away from
near
the city after her
Metropolitan
mother had
going
Which
into
side, right?
Jamaica. No. It's like the borderline Jamaica going into Jamaica, but it's still Ridgewood.
Really?
Yeah. Because I pass by the bus like this area a lot. I could be wrong,
The
but
rest of the story continues. So let's go there.
It looks like Woodhaven
don't
is
mind
like
me.
freshman. Like,
oh
Just trying to look
no,
at
I
this small
fucked
talk
up.
about,
No, never mind.
Well, I'm back in the area where all the
Ay Dios mío, I can't. All right.
It's all
I
about
can't.
murders,
I
and
can't,
it's
I
not
can't.
really like murders are everywhere. That doesn't mean it's a dark side of Queens. You
I mean,
gotta
he
make
has
it-
he has 50K, so he has his market. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, no,
can't-
he got
yeah.
his mark. I'm just saying on the video itself, as a New Yorker, what I feel like it wasn't much about the dark side of Queens as I was hoping.
Yeah, I think
thought I
the
was gonna-
title is misleading. Like I was
Well, I mean,
expecting
I
to
guess
see
it's
some
for-
wild shit. I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna do like that other guy that travels to like dangerous neighborhoods. And,
Yeah, or like
you know?
yeah, or like at least like if he went to places like a park where something crazy happened.
Yeah.
that's more Queens than somebody's home.
Yeah.
Because you can't say Queens is such a big borough of different cultures that each individual home is like a different country
Right.
inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be just part of that culture type shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
I know he's talking about murders, but you know, there's murders in all cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like there was
Yeah.
There was this Long Island guy who killed his two daughters because they went out with, I guess, I don't know if it was white guys or black guys, but he was like an Arab guy. He was gonna send them back to get married and stuff like that, and they were going out with him, and they were like not wanting to listen to him, and so he like killed the boyfriends and he killed the daughters, and he tried to run away, and
Oh my
he got knocked. But yeah, I'm just saying, like that doesn't mean Queens is the reason for that,
Right. Yeah.
or Long
yeah.
Island is the reason for that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild. Imagine you want to date outside your culture and your dad goes, nah,
Yeah.
nah, you're gone.
I mean,
That's
it's not
crazy.
even you're gone. The boyfriends are dead. They're dead. They died first. They killed them in front of the daughters.
Oh my goodness. That's like execution style.
And then he killed the daughters. And I think he was like some Middle Eastern guy. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's just each home is.
Damn,
It's crazy.
guys need to be very careful who they trying to date. That shit is wild.
Well, sometimes guys will be like, like I like this girl. At least
Playing
I'm
with
gonna
fire.
No, like I don't want her to get abused. I don't want her, so I'm gonna take care of her. And they're young, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go and see what the dad like. I'm gonna go chill at her house or something, and then
Nah,
protect
bro.
or something.
That's wild. Like if I was a dude, the first thing I'd ask, yo, how are your parents? Because if they're strict on that, I'm not even attempting. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No.
So we got Dave Chappelle gets tackled on stage.
Another one.
I mean, we've seen that many times already.
Yeah, but I just
One heart transplant.
All right, so yeah, the whole thing with that is like not even a person from the LGBT community came out and claimed that that guy is theirs or. I don't know if they claimed that what he did was right. Well, can you Google what does LGBTQ say about Dave Chappelle getting tackled or something? Because I guess the rapper or whatever the guy was, he got beat up too. You saw the pictures?
yeah,
of it?
he looked like a zombie after. Like
He
his
got
thing
yeah,
was,
but
like,
yeah.
dislocated.
When you editing, pull up the picture of him getting beat
Yeah.
up. But like yeah, I think Tony Hinchcliffe said this was like you could really tell when somebody gets beat up on the floor by the bruises.
Yeah.
They have like you could tell that certain part of their face was on the floor when they're getting beat up, or if it was the part that was getting kicked while their other side was on the floor.
Oh, because Dave Chappelle jokes at your attack, that was a trans man.
He claims trans, but he's just a boy. Like money. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like a you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like he's claiming trans so he like can have some backing on it. Like Jesse Smollett was talking about the whole thing with this is racism and stuff. Look at his arm.
Oof.
They snapped his shit.
That's wild.
Yeah. Is that a picture of him? Dave Chappelle. Oh no.
All these people leave out the fact that Dave Chappelle joked that it was a trans man that ran on stage to beat him when he didn't know who it was. Oh, so now they got at him for that basically, because
What he said? Is that a trans man?
yeah, he's like, oh, that was a trans man, and then now the LGBTQ community just on his ass.
But yeah, they're always happy. But nobody says that what they did to him was wrong. You know what I'm saying? They're all real spiteful and stuff like that. They're like, you should have tackled him harder.
And then somebody's like, yo, he was attacked. It's not about trans people. Give it a rest. Do you hear yourself? This man tackled him with a knife and gun, but you're worried about a bad joke. Go
He
figure.
tackled him
babe.
with a knife and a gun?
Yeah, but supposedly it was like a
BB gun? Like a fake gun?
like a gun that was a knife.
Oh.
Like a transformer kind of thing, like a fake gun, but it was a knife. Because I heard it on Joe Rogan on my way here. He was like, no, it wasn't real. It was just like a gun prop that turns into a knife.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they beat him up bad. Yeah.
It's a young guy. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, bro. These kids are lost.
Yo, these kids are really bad nowadays, bro. Like, their mental health is fucked.
Yeah, they're just trying to get clout off of this stuff.
It's just...
All right, so what we got next is if you pull up on YouTube, right? So basically we got Hassan Campbell over here, and Hassan Campbell is look up Hassan Campbell, Afrika Bambaataa, yeah, right there. So let's see what comes up on this, right? Trapped in a culture, Afrika Bambaataa, Zulu Nation, speaks only on. Okay, go click this one.
This one?
Yeah, let's see what we got over here. So basically, he was saying that when he was young, a lot of men abused him during his life, and when it happened at a young age, and it happened so many times that it was normal to him, getting passed around.
Wow.
Oh, he had him sewn separately. Okay.
Bambaataa is the one that did the bid with me.
So he was locked up for murder too.
No, he wasn't locked up, but he should have been locked up. He was my getaway driver. Yep, I'm telling. He's a pervert. It is what it is. Him and I met his manager, the dude that lived and slept in the room next door to him, was actually my getaway drivers. They never got picked up because I never told them. The older dudes, I always hung out with dudes that was 10 years older than me. See, I'm not like these dudes that's running around, that's hanging out with the younger boys. If you look at the pictures, even still, most of the pictures I'm in, the dudes is like 10 years, everybody's 10 years older than me. So when I was that age, I had grown men putting guns in my hand.
He's from the Bronx too.
Putting guns in my hand. Like, you gotta understand something. Everybody know about Hassan Campbell. This is Poppy we're talking about.
What's the difference?
This is the same. The difference is, anybody that knows Poppy, I was the one that was raised by B.O. You see what I'm saying? I was the one that was running with Xavier Williams. Like, some of the names that I actually was raised with is legendary names in the game.
So that was one thing, but I wanted to see.
Some of the most elite, dangerous niggas in New York City. And it wasn't a beef that I wasn't involved with, even with the sex, money, murder beef with B.O. When B.O. was murdered, that was before sex, money, murder was blood. I was in jail when B.O. got murdered.
I don't have the video on this, but they was going at it on his podcast.
Why don't you just write
Hassan Campbell, DJ Academics? Cause that I wanted the whole thing to. Okay, just click on that one, so we just get his video on it.
No explaining. None of y'all can't say nothing to me about this is right here. I can give you examples. There was a time where it was me, my brother that got life in jail,
wait.
and another one of my brothers. We was all in the apartment in Bronx River. She got all of us up in there with a bottle of Vaseline pouring on, trying to jerk all of us off together. Hold up. So you mean to tell me? See, here's the thing. We living in a time now where you see dudes raping dudes part of gang initiations.
Okay, so basically he was going. He was just like ever since he was a kid, this happened to him, and he was open about it.
Yeah.
And he said that every family has a pedophile in it, and Whack 100 was very not understanding of it. He was more like, why didn't you just kill him?
Right.
Yeah, and because he already went in for a murder charge, but it wasn't. So Wack was on the thing of, why didn't you kill that guy instead of being tough back in the day to some other, you know?
Because it's very psychological. So like, if they get you, if a predator gets you at the right time when you're mentally ripe, right? You're still kind of soft mentally. You're molding.
I think it was from like somewhere 10 to before 15.
You're molding, and you don't. There's a lot of like, let alone your hormones. When you're going through puberty, that alone is already a shock to you. Like, you're very vulnerable at that stage. Like when you're going through puberty and shit. So imagine if something like that happens to you while you're going through puberty. Like, it's very confusing. And from my perspective, when something, I mean, not extreme as that, but when I went through something similar, it took me a while to actually speak up, because I thought this is what happens. I didn't know it was wrong until my gut was like, yo, but this, I don't know. like when that feeling started eating me up inside, that's when I was like, okay, I think something is not right with this. But even to get to that point, it took me a while because I was young. I was like between that age range from 10 to 15. So I didn't know. I was like, I was confused. I was like, is this what it is? Like, is this supposed to happen? Like, does family do this? Like, you know what? Like, it was like that. So I get it. I mean, thankfully, I didn't go through that extreme as he did, but it was similar.
Because he was rolling with the people that were putting him onto the crimes and
But
everything.
and then at that point, so then from his perspective, he was like, oh, these are the people that are feeding me.
And
so like,
also, I think he said his stepdad raped him, and he still respected his stepdad because he raised the family. Because he put food on the table every time.
You're fucked, man. It's just so many mental issues at that point.
Yeah. So, my thing on that was that I think once you go through something like that, I feel like you're in this universe of where that's what you start seeing around you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the only reason
that's why I think it's not like every family has that in there. So that's the thing. Like
I think it's tough. I think that there's always going to be that one person in the family that's a little off. Like whether they do something about it or not, this is a different story. But I think there's always at least one person in the family group that's a little bit tweaked that could either do something or not do something or just have it in their head and you don't know. So you don't really know. But I don't think there's, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because that's just human nature too. Not everybody's going to be 100% in the family structure. It's like a pack of lions. Not all those lions are going to be 100. There's going to be one tweaked out one that either stays in the corner, doesn't do anything, or fucking just go ape shit and eats his brother. Yeah. You don't know. Like, I don't know. I just feel, to me, and I actually came through, yesterday I was thinking about this, where like a couple of years ago, I used to believe in like the ultimate good in people. Now I'm like, honestly, bro, even if I wanted to believe that, there's always going to be somebody tweaked out. So you just gotta be on it 100%. Even if it's the nicest person, I don't care. You could flip it any second. I don't care.
So you know, the thing is, like he said, he hung around with older guys a lot, and that's those situations are scary in that. But I went through the same thing. Everybody I hung out with when I was like 15 was 20 and up.
Yeah, but you never got raped.
I didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they weren't feeding you. You weren't depending on them to put food on the table for you, or else you wouldn't eat. Yeah. You had a family to come home to. Yeah. So you got a taste of that lifestyle without depending on it. So you had the ability to choose.
How much of this is that, and how much of it is that when I was young, they told us you're gonna get kidnapped and raped? Like how much was it that I knew because you as a young kid leaving out to go get gum, I was gonna get kidnapped and raped. Not just raped, kidnapped. Like it's not coming back. Like you know, like you get raped and you go back home and then you gotta. But you're not coming back home.
This is where it gets interesting.
You're sold on the market now. Like
this is where it gets interesting because you actually come up from a place where it's normal to expect that.
So yeah, like you can see the kids walking around on the poor kids and stuff, and you're like, and like. My boy Mahad told me that
he grew up in Pakistan for a lot of his life, by the way. Because a lot of people might be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, so
we gotta bring up that this is Pakistan, not New York.
Growing up in Pakistan, right, and like Karachi. So even Mahad told me that the young kids that are like 10, they don't even get raped. They probably do get raped. It's like they get raped, but they be offering themselves too. It's wild over there. Like they will sell themselves for money. It's insane.
So a lot of it too, I always forget because like you came at the right time. So like you're so New York, but you have this other side to you too.
And
so
I grew up on like 50 Cent over there and stuff. So I didn't know it, but I was getting fed that.
Yeah. So it's like, so I think that also comes with it where when I was growing up, I assumed that because this is my family,
nobody told you that though. Right? Nobody said that.
Until after, once my aunt.
If you leave this four walls, outside of that is a world that will destroy you.
But the difference is, yeah, they told me about outside, but what about inside? Because this came from inside for me.
But like,
The
did
family.
you live with family in the home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
yeah.
came inside the four walls. So that's what I'm saying.
I mean, but nobody knows what rape was, though, right? Like, you would automatically know what that
Yeah, I
is if
wasn't,
that was
yeah.
gonna. Like, you would be like, whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah.
right? Like, so that would be.
I mean, but yeah, my story's a little different too. 'cause
So I
everything
guess
from a whole
like
thing
I
of
guess in this like,
circumstances.
can we agree the fact that children should be taught at a young age about it?
Yeah,
then?
they should.
About like, you know, if you're gonna teach them about hell and all of that stuff, might as well teach them.
And if you're gonna start having gender classes, then you might as
Yeah,
well
might as
throw
tell
in
'em,
there.
so you don't have all these kids with trauma not talking about it and
Yeah.
then changing their sex or whatever, trying to
Yup.
erase a memory.
Yup.
And then
Not to say that everybody does that for that, but there are some cases where that's you know
there's
you
a
want
few cases.
There's
of that.
actually a lot of cases.
Yeah, most of the
that, yeah.
cases led up to abuse as a child.
Yeah.
Like, so you know, that's one of those things.
Yeah,
where
it
it's
definitely should be talked about. Like
talked about as a kid, and like to be told them like, yo, bro. I mean, you don't have to tell them in graphic details, but it's just, you know,
No, you gotta know. You gotta know.
you gotta know what this is, and this means that this is a wrong thing, and if you see this is about to happen, and you will feel it. Like, everybody will feel like
Yeah.
something's wrong, and that's what you gotta understand off of that. And I guess like also helps girls even when they get older, like to like even let other boys their age not tindle them
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
that
they'll
too.
be like, oh, I just know this is rape if I just fucking
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like
Yeah, because honestly, the way things are going in the world, shit is getting wild. So, like, we gotta just prepare children to expect shit. Like, unfortunately, it sucks, you know, but
nah, you know what? No, it doesn't suck, and it's not unfortunate because this shit's been going on the whole fucking time. As
That's
long as niggas been
true.
breathing, it's been danger
It's been
outside.
going
Like,
on,
sometimes
yeah.
it's danger from your own mom or dad. Like,
that's
sometimes
true.
it's like that.
Yeah, I was just
crazy,
reading
too.
a mom just shot her kids to death
Yeah, like
because she was in a custody battle with the husband, the ex-husband. I don't know. I guess she was just like, if they ain't going with me, they ain't going with no
I
one.
literally just heard about a case of a drowning of 2 kids in Pakistan by the beach, and my dad was like, bro, most of those dudes just they don't want to have the burden of the kids, so they bring the kids to the beach and they just turn around. Like,
Wow.
you get what I'm saying? They don't want to fucking pay for the kid and the food and all that because they have like 10 kids already or whatever.
Yo, human beings sometimes are trash.
Yeah, cause it's my dad said, you don't you think it's always funny these families go to the beach and the kids always get drowned? Like,
Yeah.
you don't think after one kid drowning they'd be like, oh, let's just not let these kids drown? Like, let's just tie everybody up together or something, like something of like, but it happens all the time, every time. Like, so like it's like
Trash human beings, bro. I swear.
they go like, I don't gotta bury it, I don't gotta do anything. That type of shit be crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right, I'm about to get into a whole rant. Fucking. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah. All right.
Trash.
So, all right. Let's cheer this up on a better note.
Yeah.
Let's cheer this up on a better note. What do we got that's good gonna happen? Anything you got that's
Good. I don't know about good. What is this?
Was it wait inside New York City's Flushing, Queens, Chinatown?
It's the same guy.
Well,
Oh my.
let's give it one shot. This is probably better than what we were talking about. So we'll give
Okay.
homie another shot right now.
Let's see.
We'll
Tom
cheer it up
D.
with this. You gotta speed up the audio.
What's up, everybody? I'm here in a new neighborhood in New York.
Started off the video saying "OMG" as the kids say.
I guess. I
Walk
don't know.
today. We're actually in Flushing, Queens. This is a really awesome neighborhood here in Queens. And
That was
7
funny.
train, in case you're keeping track. We're gonna do a walk today. Before we start the walk, of course, let's get the business out of the way. Please check out the Patreon. It's how fun these things. It's been moved a couple times. This is from 17.
Why is he just?
Why do you
what
do
is
these old ass houses, bro? Like, bro, you're right next to Bound Park. You know how many times I got picked up by Truancy and never got brought back to school because they knew me and they left me? That's a cool story. You know how many times kids brought guns to that park? You know how many times there was a freaking cop car next to the handball court in the park and nobody saw it approaching at all, and everybody's like, oh shit, they got here. Everybody's smoking weed and hiding IDs and running out. Like, how do we not know? We're so stoned that we didn't know a cop car is in the park driving up to the handball court and nobody's paying attention to it. These cop cars used to be so quiet that it was I wouldn't smoke at that time, so it's
They're like
amazing.
cockroaches.
But I'd be sitting there watching like, yo, this shit is really Like, it moving so slow, and these stoner kids, and they're not noticing this car moving. And the cops are just in the car, like blue and white, like in the... Bro, I'm telling you, like right next to it, if he goes... all right, so... You see...
What?
You see how this park?
Yeah.
Bro, there used to be a car in the motherfucking park. Like, how do you not see a car next to the swings?
That's crazy.
Like, in the basketball court, there's a whole car right
Yeah,
there.
that's
And these kids are like 10:30 cutting class, like right there, just standing, like 15 heads deep. Huh?
They would get out the
Yeah, that's the only time you know the door slam. That's what you hear and the keys jingle. And you're like, get the IDs out, boys. Cause like, yo, they always, man, they fuck.
That sucks.
And then my thing with them was always like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Before we end this, I'm gonna just tell my stories of where he goes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this better. I'm gonna do the better version of it, and you should have me come with you, and I'll put you on. We'll bring you to the people that'll tell you the stories of the blocks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so tag this dude again in another clip, and let Tom D NYC know that, yo, bro, you should take me with you on these things so I can really put you on to what the block is like. You out here just reading descriptions in front of the house that the park put up and stuff. And bro, I didn't even know what that house was about. I walked past that house a million times. All I wanted that house to be was haunted. That's all I wanted was this haunted ass looking house that was gonna be there for a million years. You know why? Because ain't nobody live in that house, and rent is mad expensive, bro. Like, why there's a whole crib that ain't nobody using because there's somebody old who used to live there. Like, well, what do we? I never. All right, so that part, guys, yeah.
King was the owner of it, and it's called the King's Homestead. So we're gonna walk over to North Boulevard, head over to Main Street. Also, too, this area here, you can see park here. We're gonna walk over to North Boulevard. So Flushing, by the way, is also one of the original towns of Queens.
Low-key, I might have had that park wrong. I think that was by Bound, but it might not be. No. Yes. No. Yes. This is Bound Park, bro. The cops used to be right there. They would drive right, and the handball court's right here. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you look, it's the swings and the fence to the handball court. So, how did you not? Yeah, I remember I was on Zan's one time. Hold up, go back. This is the first time, one of the only few times that we went two back.
Yeah.
All right, I'll put you. See, I got all the stories of the block. No, go back. Go back to where he was in the park. Yeah, play it right there. So basically, where is he? Over here. Man, I give up. Man, I was on Zan's and I fucking tried to climb that fence that was at the park, trying to get into the park. Then I got stabbed in the leg by the spikes and shit, and I didn't feel it. And that was the cool part. But I was like, I'm not doing Zan's again, because I was like, yo, I need to feel when I'm bleeding. I'm not feeling it. Like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this is not, All right, let's see what we... Skip. I see this dude copping weed all the time. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Just go. I don't know why they sharing a plate like that.
And, you know, I was born here in Flushing, so it's my brother. What do you do now? Now I'm a stand-up comic. Look at that. Caused all that stuff to break. It's happening on the ground. So is there anything you're working on right now you want to kind of plug? Oh, absolutely. Tend to doing these things. Thank you for having me. What?
It's cool eating with his
Yeah, it's
hands.
called Meet Me Outside. I mean, this is like the Squid Game. Someone just got eliminated here.
Okay.
All right.
Bro, you gotta bring me on, bro. I'm telling you. You gotta take me on this ride, bro. Let's do this. I'll put you on. We'll take you to the real dudes. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? All right. Elon Musk bought Spotify. So now he got Twitter and
He got Spotify?
Yep.
Joe Rogan about to get a raise.
Yo. Let me just see what.
Elon, when did he buy Spotify? That's the
Couple of days ago.
news. Wow, that's crazy. I ain't never seen nobody post it yet about the Spotify thing. All right, so we gotta get this out.
Just bought Spotify. What the fuck? This is what happened. Oh,
It's fake news.
it's fake news. Simba, is it fake news?
Simba, you heard? You got the Spotify? Yo, Simba.
He's like, I don't care.
He don't care. All right, what? Yo, this shit is being funny.
It's a connection. After Twitter's acquisition, Elon Musk plans on transforming Spotify and remove all kind of censorship. Spotify came into spotlight.
First Twitter, now Spotify. How far is Elon Musk going to go? Will he take over the world? What exactly is he trying to do?
Dude, you fucking sound like a fucking it's fucking gnarly.
If you haven't heard it yet, go check out his Twitter page right now, and then come back to this video.
Okay, so he bought Spotify. Let me just Elon Musk, Twitter, Spotify. That's wild. He should buy Instagram. All right, whatever. So yeah.
All right, so what? It's not legit or is it legit? Is it legit? Is it legit? It just
I
seems
don't
real
know.
weird. Like, oh, he bought Twitter. So how we gonna believe if he?
He's a shit.
Shit.
Elon, what are you doing?
Is Elon a shit?
No, Elon Musk is not buying Spotify. Oh, so it might be fake news.
Fake news. See, this is what Elon bought already Twitter, and he's already spreading fake news. Yeah, he's such a fuckery. Bro, he probably say, yo, make him look like I bought Spotify too. Fuck it. I'll just fucking gas it.
Next, I'm buying Spotify and delete all the reggaeton. Yo, shut the fuck
He's clown. That man's funny.
I don't know if that was somebody editing his tweet, because you know people be.
I know. He's don't know. This is some shit like Elon doesn't want no Dominicans on Twitter.
If you didn't already know, Musk bought Twitter recently, and we all know that it's not used that frequently by people.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's like
Even
I
though
keep rolling
Spotify is
filters
free to use, you
and
need
pulling
to pay
out
money
papers.
to get the premium package in order to solve all these points I just stated. Now, most of us do get annoyed about.
Why do
news
they all
always
sound like that?
for
like
everything.
this.
Not everyone is as rich as Elon Musk.
Is it the same guy that's getting paid for
Elon
all
Musk
the videos?
just bought Spotify. Elon Musk zone
You would never believe.
in the world. Elon Musk just officially bought WhatsApp. What?
Bro, they're capping.
I think they are. Just
This
bought
guy-
YouTube.
Yo, my man is killing it. He got a check mark and everything.
Now bought the video sharing platform of YouTube.
Why exactly is he getting into it? We just came on a loophole of Yo, matter of fact, when you clip it, just be like, Elon Musk buys everything.
Just like Musk, the three YouTube co-founders were employees of PayPal and only left when the company was bought by.
Why are you watching this?
Company SpaceX.
Why are you watching this? You're convinced. That's how you bring me fake news?
Elon Musk just bought McDonald's.
Bro.
Elon Musk just bought WhatsApp.
Yo, this is fire. The channel is fire.
Elon Musk just bought Tinder. Elon Musk just bought Snapchat.
Bro, all 4 days ago, 5 days, he's dropping like 6-7 videos a day.
Elon Musk just banned Bill Gates from Twitter.
Bro, he's making money.
Elon Musk just bought Coca. Oh my.
Bro, he's making money. Money. Yo, he's buying shit off of Elon Musk fake buying shit. We live in this world, bro. We live in this world. Speaking of that world, bro, so my uncle wants to do a podcast badly, right?
Yeah.
But fucking, I wanted it, like, he didn't know how to really do all the stuff right and whatever. So I was talking to him about it. And then he wanted to go off into stories about telling me about, like, some guy that sells camels or some shit. Or, like, the Kalash, the people of Alexander and stuff like that. And I was like, bro, I don't want to know that if you're going to do the pod. I want you to tell me the deets about the political parties.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, that shit is nonsense. Nobody wants to hear that. I was
Everyone
like, bro,
wants to hear that.
And then I was just, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, in this world, like, that nonsense just works so much better now. Like, that guy's page. Like, nonsense goes way farther and way more entertaining than that. And then when I went to their crib, because I was supposed to, we got invited to a dinner by them today. And I didn't know about it, really. And my dad was going to actually, I didn't even know my dad was going there to cancel the invitation.
Oh.
Like, he was like, oh, we can't show up today because it's raining. I don't. He's like, it's raining all day. It's crazy. I don't know.
You just don't want to go.
It just be sounding like,
You just don't want to go.
I can't show up tomorrow. It's fucking raining all day, bro.
Are you
It's-
gonna melt when you
It
go
was
outside?
raining when we went yesterday. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But so basically, when they were talking at the crib, we stayed for a little bit, and my uncle's wife was like going off about political stuff and shit. And I was like, she needs a podcast. And then I was like, yo, you know it would be dope if like, cause my dad and her were arguing, right? So I was like, yo, if you guys was really trying to be on the ball, you could have one podcast where she talks about whatever her views are, and since my dad has opposite views, he can have a podcast.
Oh, that would
where
do
he
so
puts
well.
his view on it, and they both get political, so they get paid from the Pakistan political parties from both ends.
Yeah.
So they get money from this side and they
the
get
other
money
side.
from that side, and then they'll have somebody with a podcast in America that's broadcasting for people in Pakistan. So it has more like, oh, these are American, like
Yeah.
it has a little more bass to it or whatever. And my dad just kind of like just fucking goes over his head. Type. Don't even go into one ear. It just fucking goes over his head. And I'm like, man, that shit right there would
That
be
would be
killer.
fire, yeah.
Like, I was like, yo, spread all the propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? You got people on both sides. That's how you really do politics. So like, I was like, cause yo, bro, she was so much more passionate about what she was talking about, even if she was wrong.
It doesn't
It was
matter.
fun to listen, cause she'd be like, this guy is not a crook, but all these guys are crooks. And then my dad's like, he's not a crook. All them niggas is crooks. And I'm like, you guys are not getting it. They're all crooks. They're all crooks.
But that's what's funny.
They're just like, yo, one crook hides it and he's a crook, and this guy is not a crook because he says he did all the crook shit. And he'll be like, I took bribes, yeah. But this guy took like cars as bribes, so he'll be hiding it money.
Yeah.
So bro, they're both crooks at the end of the day. I was just like, bro, like it was just crazy. Like my pop said some shit like he was like, yo, I seen the Prime Minister Imran Khan when he used to play cricket back in the day. Back in the day when he used to play cricket, a little poor kid ran up to him and pulled his pants, and he just smacked that kid out the way, and he was a dick. I was like, but all you niggas is dicks.
Yeah.
Everybody was smacking little poor kids out the way back then, and they was yanking on shit. Like, maybe he did it by accident. Maybe he did it in anger. Maybe he did it because everybody around him would smack those kids either. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame the individual as being so bad. You got to look at everybody around them too. If they're all bad, like, bro, I think something like look up Pakistan's government officials out on bail. I think we have like, let's say, if we have like 50 officials in government, I think like 25 of them are on bail or something. Like it's just crazy. Like, so basically everybody around every president and prime minister is on bail. Like, how do you, these dudes are there for embezzlement charges and all kinds of shit, and they still work every day in the same job that they committed the crime at.
Oh, it's because they got connections and stuff.
No, but nothing happens to these people. I don't like this shorty because she's jacking that Benazir look. They all jock that Benazir look. Like, get your own look. Like, come on, son. But also, Imran Khan also blew up because he did a podcast for the first time. That's what my uncle was coming at me yesterday. Everybody knows about the podcast now.
He should have
Niggas
been
know,
in it.
niggas know about podcasts. Because what they did was they did to Imran Khan what they did to Trump, where they banned him. And Imran Khan is he's so fucking a copycat. This motherfucker saw that Trump did the Nelk Boys podcast, so he does a podcast. You get what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Yeah, but on that note, man, this has been the Brew Breath podcast. I'll make a clip of this too. This has been the Brew Breath podcast. Shout out to the homies. We're gonna check out after this. Me and her gonna sit down and watch some Good Pizza podcast from my homie Good Pizza. Shout out to Exotics for the fire gas on this. Exotics, I think it was Exotics 619. No, am I thinking wrong? 916. Exotics 916 Fireflower. Thank you. This shit's been gas. Shout outs to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day, everybody. And we're out.